Welcome back to Real Talk, everybody. I'm Mike.
And I'm Sarah. And if you're new here, hi, welcome. We talk about real stuff, life stuff, the kind of things you talk about with your best friend at 11 p.m. when you're both tired and just being honest.
Two friends, one topic, one real conversation.
You can just listen, like you're sitting with us at the table with a cup of coffee.
Before we start, I want you to think about the last time you said yes to something, and you actually meant no. Maybe it was a work meeting. Maybe it was a dinner you didn't want to go to. Maybe you posted a photo on Instagram and then deleted it because it didn't get enough likes in the first 20 minutes.
Okay, Mike, don't call people out like that on the first sentence.
I'm not calling anyone out. I'm calling us out, because I've done all of those things. And today we're going to talk about why. Why do we care so much about what other people think? And, more importantly, is there a way to actually stop?
This is going to be a good one. Stay with us.
Exactly. No filters here. Well, maybe a little filter. My mom listens to this podcast.
Hi, Mike's mom.
Okay, so Sarah, today's topic. Do you care too much about what people think? I feel like this is something everyone deals with, but nobody really talks about it.
Nobody talks about it because they're afraid of what people will think.
Oh, wow. That's actually deep.
I have my moments.
You really do. Okay, so let me ask you directly. Do you care too much about what people think?
Honestly, yes. I used to be really bad. Like, really, really bad. I would change my opinion in the middle of a conversation because I could see the other person didn't agree with me.
No way.
Yes way. Someone would say, I don't like that movie. And I'd be like, yeah, me neither. And I loved that movie. I watched it 3 times.
What movie?
I'm not saying, because then you'll judge me.
See, it's happening right now, live, on the podcast.
Oh my God, you're right. Okay, it was Mamma Mia.
That's a great movie.
It is a great movie. ABBA is amazing.
Nobody should be ashamed of Mamma Mia. Okay, but seriously, where does this come from? This need for approval? Because I think it starts really early, right?
Totally. I think it starts at school. You're like 7 years old and you really just want to fit in. You want people to like you, and if they don't, it feels like the end of the world.
And the problem is, we grow up physically, but sometimes that 7-year-old brain is still in there, still scared of not fitting in.
Exactly. And now we have social media on top of that, which makes everything 10 times worse.
Oh, social media is a whole separate conversation.
Is it though? Because I think it's actually the same conversation. Social media is literally just a machine built for approval. You post something, you wait, you count the likes, and your mood depends on a number.
That's so true. And it's not just young people. I know people in their 50s who still check their Instagram every 5 minutes after posting something.
Because we all want the same thing. We want to feel like we matter. We want to feel accepted.
And that's actually not a bad thing. Wanting connection is human. The problem is when you start changing who you are to get that connection.
Yes, that's the line, I think. Wanting people to like you, normal. Changing your personality, your opinions, your choices, because you're scared they won't, that's where it becomes a problem.
Can I share something personal here?
Please.
Okay, so a few years ago, I wanted to start this podcast, and I told almost nobody. For like 6 months, I just thought about it, didn't do anything, because I kept imagining people laughing at me. Like, oh, Mike thinks he has interesting things to say. Who does he think he is?
And nobody actually said that.
Nobody said that. It was all in my head. I was judging myself and putting that judgment into other people's mouths.
That's such a good way to put it. We do that so much. We write the script for other people. And the script is always mean.
Always. The imaginary audience in our heads is so harsh. Okay, so let's talk about what it actually costs us. Like, what do we lose when we care too much about what others think?
Freedom. Honestly, just freedom. The freedom to make choices that are right for you.
Give me an example.
Okay, so I had this friend, I won't say her name, who stayed in a job she hated for 3 years. 3 years! Because she was scared of what people would think if she quit. Her family had this idea of her as a successful professional, and she didn't want to disappoint them.
And she was miserable the whole time.
Completely miserable. And the sad thing is, when she finally quit, her family was like, "Good for you, we're proud of you." 3 years of suffering for nothing.
Because the story in her head was wrong.
The story was completely wrong. We spend so much energy managing an image that nobody is even that focused on.
There's this idea, I don't remember who said it, that you'd worry a lot less about what people think of you if you knew how rarely they actually do.
Oh, that's so true. People are busy. People are thinking about themselves. They're not sitting there analyzing your every move.
Right. We think we're the main character in everyone else's story.
But we're not. We're maybe a side character, or we're in the background.
And that's actually kind of freeing, if nobody's really watching that closely.
Then you can do what you want.
Exactly.
Okay, but I want to push back a little bit. Because I think sometimes caring about what people think is not a bad thing.
Go on.
Like, if your friend tells you that you've been acting cold and distant lately, and you care about that, that's good. That's called listening. That's called growing.
Okay, that's a really good point. There's a difference between caring about feedback from people who love you and caring about the judgment of strangers.
Or even people who are not strangers, but who don't really care about you. Like coworkers who are just being gossipy, or random people on the internet.
The question is, who are you caring about? And why are they on your list?
I love that. Who's on your list? Because some people should be on the list. Your partner, your close friends, your family maybe. Depends on the family.
Very true. My Uncle Dave is not on my list.
But the internet is not on your list. Your high school classmates you haven't seen in 10 years. Not on the list.
The barista at the coffee shop who might judge your order, definitely not on the list.
I once ordered an oat milk lavender latte, and I felt embarrassed for like a week.
Why? That sounds delicious.
It was delicious, but it sounds so extra.
And there it is. We feel embarrassed for liking things that are perfectly fine, because we imagine someone rolling their eyes. Okay, let's get practical. What actually helps? What have you tried that works?
The thing that helped me most was asking myself one question. Will this matter in 5 years?
Oh, I like that.
Like, will I remember in 5 years that some stranger on Twitter disagreed with my opinion?
That's so real. The amount of time I've spent worrying about things that I don't even remember now.
It's incredible. And the second thing, and this sounds simple but it's hard, is just doing the scary thing. The thing you're afraid to do because of what people might think, and seeing that nothing bad happens.
Exposure therapy, basically.
Basically, I started saying my real opinions more. Starting small, like, actually, I prefer this restaurant, instead of, whatever you want is fine. And the world didn't end. People didn't hate me. Some people actually respected me more.
Because confidence is attractive. Not arrogance, confidence. And those are very different things.
Completely different. Confidence is, I know what I like and I'm okay with that. Arrogance is, My opinion is the only one that matters.
For me, the thing that really helped was, and this is going to sound weird, writing. I started journaling. Just writing down the things I was afraid people would think about me, and then reading it back, and realizing how irrational most of it was.
That's not weird at all. That's actually a well-known technique in therapy.
I got it from a book, but same idea.
What book?
The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F.
Classic.
It's a classic for a reason. The basic idea is, you have a limited amount of energy. You can't care about everything. So you have to choose what actually matters to you, and let the rest go.
Choose your battles, but also choose your worries.
Exactly. Don't spend your worry budget on things that don't deserve it. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you so much for being here with us.
This was such a fun one to record. I feel like I learned something about myself again.
If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, leave us a review, share it with a friend who needs to hear this today. It really helps us grow.
Take care of yourselves, guys.
Bye.
Bye.